Supply chains really matter. We saw that in action during the COVID crisis. Borders closed, ships were stuck in ports, and ultimately inflation rocketed. In other words, a domino effect. This is the Global Supply Chain Pressure Index. It combines data from transportation companies with data from manufacturers to figure out if supply chains are working smoothly. The line in the middle is the average flow since 1997. Anything above that line points to some kind of blockage or disruption. Now, if we zoom into that graph, things get interesting. January 2020, we're right on that line. Business as usual. But just 3 months later, the index shoots up. At the time, that was a record high. The reason? COVID. By April 2020, more than 100 countries had imposed either a partial or full lockdown, making it extremely difficult to move goods across the supply chain. And there was more to come. This is December 2021. The index reaching another record high, with more COVID restrictions taking effect as scientists discovered the Omicron variant. Meanwhile, transport was getting more expensive, shipping costs climbing roughly 250% in just 2 years. The lockdowns meant fewer ships or cargo planes could deliver products across borders, and businesses had to compete for space on those ships and planes, and that drove up competition and ultimately prices. And as one domino fell, so did the next. Consumer price increases in the Eurozone hitting 10.6% in late 2022. It was a tough period. Energy prices surged after supplies were affected by Russia's conflict with Ukraine, and that spike in shipping costs made things even worse. And that brings us back to our pressure index. June 2025, it is bang on average, way down compared to the COVID era. But there's a new challenge: the Trump tariffs. The tariff threats from the White House now making headlines just about every other day. A trade war will push up the cost of moving goods between countries, and that means businesses may have to adjust their supply chains. So, right now, limited pressure, but if tariffs kick in, companies will have to find a way to stop those dominoes from falling, one after the next.